Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep gang. This your boy Town Biz. All right, man, check this out. All right, man. So I got to watch an episode of All the Smoke and it featured Will Smith on it. And Will Smith is basically starting to make public appearances again. At the end of the day, we all know what happened. And we all know that Will Smith needed a little bit of time to, focus, reset, and get back to business. I already gave my opinion on how I felt about the whole Chris Rock Will Smith situation, and I stand by that 100%. Will Smith isn't for everybody. But I've been a guy that has followed Will Smith his whole career, pretty much from the Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. I'm talking about the early stages of Will Smith. I'm talking about when he was the Fresh Prince. I'm talking about from Girls in the World Ain't Nothing But Trouble. That's how far back I go as far as following Will Smith. But nevertheless, it was a very candid interview. He went into details about a lot of different things, and I appreciated Will Smith being open about some of the things that was going on in his life and what went on in his life. At the end of the day, everybody make mistakes. It's just, you how you learn from your mistakes. And I felt like what happened with Will Smith, the way people went after him, showed me that they really wasn't messing with him in the first place and that they was just waiting for him to do something. We live in a time where people blow stuff up and enhance stuff, you know. So at the end of the day, it was a good interview. And I have a better understanding of Will Smith than I did once before. And I like what I heard. But of course, he was there to promote his new movie, Emancipation. Now, I'm not going to lie. You've heard me speak on this situation. You guys know how I feel about those slave movies. I said, for the most part, I really don't care to see any of them anymore. And it's kind of funny when you talk about slavery and all this stuff, and right now we're in the midst of, well, the whole reparation thing. The topic of reparation is hotter than ever, and it has ties to slavery pretty much. That's what it's all about, reparations, for slavery. So that's kind of funny. But he described this character. I didn't know this character that he played was an actual person. And he said there's also a scene in the movie where he paid a little bit of tribute to George Floyd. So, I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of interested in seeing the movie now based off what Steven Jackson said and Matt Barnes and Will Smith. He said it's just not your typical slave movie. Now, the movie is really an Apple TV movie, but it is having a brief theater run, basically, so this movie can qualify for the Oscars. As you know, to qualify for the Academy Awards, the movie have to have some kind of theatrical run. So basically, you can see this movie at the theaters now. It's not available everywhere. It may be periodically in theaters, but it was kind of funny. Will Smith talked about the making of this film, and he said they went through hell to get this film made. They had a C-19 outbreak while they was filming the movie. Just a lot of other things. They had to change locations. And I think this movie is directed by Antoine Fuqua, if I'm not mistaken. So they're saying this movie is going to be an Oscar contender. Wouldn't that be ironic if Will Smith won back-to-back Oscars? Boy, would that be funny to see him have to go back. Now, keep in mind, I want to give you guys some clarity. Will Smith, as far as being on the committee, he is banned. But if Will Smith is nominated for an Oscar as an actor, he can attend. So he's not. So, if he's nominated, he will be allowed to attend. But boy, would that be funny if Will Smith won back-to-back Oscars. And I'm going to tell you right now, they may nominate Will Smith and he may win again. And I'm going to tell you now, if they nominate Will Smith, which they may, people are going to tune in to that Oscars just to see Will Smith win. Because based off the fact they didn't seen that Will Smith generates money, the Oscars will try to capitalize off this, because keep in mind the Oscars have had poor ratings for years. Nobody gave a fuck about the Oscars until that situation with Will Smith and Chris Rock happened. So at the end of the day, even though it was a bad situation, the Oscars still got some play. They created some buzz, or Will Smith created some buzz. So let's see what happens. Anyway, it's your boy Town Biz. I'm out.